Why does my cam do that? I just noticed. My cam is like, what's it called? The light's like flashing back there. Oh, the light's constantly on. That's weird. What's up, Greg? How you doing today? It is so late. It's already about to be 1. Nothing much. Just gonna do some quick reactions, stuff like that. Uh, okay. I can't. Well, I have an idea of what it could be. I think it's actually the light. Hold up. I'm gonna try something. Is it still flashing? Nope. I thought so. If I get too close though, the screen's so bright, I just like start lighting up. I was about to head to sleep until I saw your stuff pop up. Oh, word. Yeah, low key. I want to sleep too. Low, a little bit, but we move. Let me just lower my brightness or something. I don't know. What is this? Oh, this is the black light compensation. Oh, you did? Yeah, she did ask for my thing. Like I'm actually pissed. I just watched it over. She didn't revise anything or really anything. Like the video is different, but everything I requested to be different is still the same for the most part. Um so yeah, I pretty much just told her, I was like straight up like, yeah, I enjoy working with you, but like if this keeps fucking happening and I need to revise everything literally for multiple days, I can't run my channel like that, constantly pushing videos back. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to find someone else if this keeps happening. She hasn't responded back yet because that was 10 minutes ago, but I'm pissed. Like, I watched the video on my phone as I was doing something. I was like, no, no, no. This must be Fiverr messing up the revision again. Let me just show. Well, the screen's fine. Uh, for the raw file, I have the. Wait, what do you mean, like the raw file? You mean the what's up, Aurora and Levi's? Just spamming. That's crazy. Um, yeah. I mean, I think I have the raw file still, but you know, was good. All right, I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna just. Oh yeah, I gotta project to the screen. Hold up. Boom. That should be fine. Or pop up in a second, if anything. Or don't. Okay. Oh, I know what it did. Why did it do it again? There we go. All right. You meant the file that she edited? Oh, you mean like the Premiere or whatever editing thing she uses? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna do all that. I don't care. The raw file seems to be. I don't feel like it. I'll explain that to him before I go to sleep. Like I explained it simply enough where I understood it, but I probably need to explain it a bit more, I guess. It's for the Battlefield video. I mean, I don't care anymore about the Battlefield video. It's already late as fuck. Um, so yeah, I'm like at this point, it was a waste of money. Cause no matter what she does to the video at this point, I can already tell that it's not even a video I would want to watch for long. It's like, what is stream about? I'm about to start reacting. I just started. What's up? I'm gonna just call you Dart. What's up, Dart? Zinabad, what's up? Alright, lock in. It's time to lock in. Alright, so we are starting with our Spiders Overpowered by Tierzu. Mind you, any arachnophobia people, you gotta get the fuck out, right? And I used to hate spiders, but now I'm kind of just like, if you're not on me or near me, we can be cool. But other than that, like I don't have no problems with them. Other than they look weird sometimes, like literally like that.
Arthropods have been one of the most dominant factions
I think I need to turn this up
in the game since pretty much
I
the
think
very
that's better
beginning.
for y'all. I'll go back.
The safety provided have been one of the most dominant factions in the game since pretty much the very beginning.
What are those
The
things
safety
called?
provided by their tough exoskeletal armor gave the arthropod player base a lot of room to experiment with new builds. One of the most successful examples is the spider, a unique
Spiders
arthropod
were
build with a whole
okay. Am I slow? Can you say Spider-Man? Wait, like Spider-Man? What's the largest object I've shoved up my ass? Dak dog, I would have to say air because there's been nothing but air up there. Yeah. Interesting question.
arsenal of powerful abilities.
I didn't know spiders
Just how
were
broken
alive
are
back then.
spiders?
I can't lie.
Today, we're
Am I
discussing
slow
their
for that?
stats,
I
their
might
special
be.
abilities, and their matchups to demonstrate just how overpowered they truly are. But before we talk about all of their busted
Okay,
attributes,
I think that's better.
first we have to talk about the least overpowered
A
thing
little
about
bit
them,
less.
their base stats. While spiders are some of the most effective predators the game has ever known,
Is this perception? Is this a new stat? Okay, you ever try eating corn that way? The long way? No, I have not. What's up, Harper? So this is a new stat he's added. Perception? I actually like that. I mean, I'm assuming it's specific for the spider because it's multiple eyes.
it's not because their raw stats are anything special. In fact, if anything, their stats make them look pretty
Yeah,
pathetic
they
at
look
first glance.
terrible.
There's a common misconception
Their
that
skills are
spiders
crazy.
are like absurdly strong for their size. And although they can indeed lift things 10 times their own body weight, that's honestly not even par for the course when it comes to their weight class. The real kings of the strength category,
All
those
right,
like
Dak.
the ant and beetle, are several times stronger. In fact, much of the spider's skill set is tailored around allowing spiders to take down large prey
Is that a
without needing to be strong
wasp?
enough to physically restrain it themselves.
How did the wasp lose this?
Defensively, things are even worse.
Bro, it
Spiders
must have got
some of the
third-partied
worst
or something.
armor of
I don't
any
know.
arthropod. Despite being more closely related to scorpions, their exoskeleton is more akin to that of a soft, plump cat.
Wait, I forgot. The back part, I'm gonna try to not pause a lot, but the back part is filled with liquid, right? Isn't it like if that thing pops, they're just dead?
Caterpillar than anything
I
else.
think
Their
I
weak
think
point
that's
is
the
completely
case.
unarmored and difficult for the spider to guard against.
That's
and
the
direct attack
heart?
from a predator can easily one-shot them.
Well, where
Their
else would
stealth
it be,
is
to
their
be
only
honest?
good stat, with the rest of them being mid at best. Of course, that is on average. Some spider builds do specialize in mobility or raw
The
strength,
tarantula.
which I talked more about in my spider tier list video. Anyway, the point is, what
That was
makes
AI,
spiders
right?
broken is not their stat or tier list.
Wait. You know, I don't think it was.
Anyway, the point is, what makes spiders broken is not their stats, but their abilities. Spiders have
broken.
access to a vast array of powerful perks that dramatically elevate their survival and combat capabilities.
Okay, that picture actually just reminded me. I know what I just said about pausing. Fuck that, though. Has anyone ever known someone that's owned a spider? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if you own a spider, I'm gonna look at you a little bit different. Because, first off, owning the spider is already like far enough in my eyes. But I've had someone in front of me like pick up the spider, try to give it in my hand. It's like, no, I'm gonna drop it. I'm letting go.
Real quick, let's go over some of the minor ones first. The spider's appendages may seem pretty unimpressive, and sure, compared to a scorpion's claws or a locust's legs, they're nothing special. But a few things. They do have small claws at the end, which grant spiders excellent climbing mobility.
I didn't know
And
that.
similar to a lizard's tail, a spider's leg can snap off if hit by a grappling attack in order to escape a combo. Unlike the lizard, though, losing only 12% of your legs is a lot less of a sacrifice than losing your only weapon.
Exactly.
Many players don't even have the nerve to mess with spiders in the first place, though, because of their next
That
ability,
is
venom.
crazy looking.
With a few exceptions, every spider relies at least partially on venom to bolster their combat strength. This gives their attacks bonus damage, making it a useful deterrent on defense. But more importantly, their
Dude,
venom inflicts the
never mind.
paralysis status effect, immobilizing their prey so that it can be more easily carried and consumed. Because of how low the spider's base power stat is, this venom often needs to be extremely potent. able to immediately incapacitate its target, giving it no chance to counterattack or escape.
I know it's like just recognized and like a common thing to know, but it's just wild that we have like natural alive creatures that just create poison to kill other things. Like that is wild. Like, I mean, humans are cool and all, but all we got is the thinker ability and some throwing ability and sweating. You know, we got a lot. We got a lot, but you know, I want to be able to cause poison to come out my mouth or something.
Okay, but enough beating around the bush. All of those abilities pale in comparison to the spider's signature special ability, spinnerets. On this channel, there are a handful of abilities that I bring up over and over as being meta-definingly broken.
Damn.
Tool use,
He's been
flight,
doing this a long time.
sociality, echolocation, color change, these all can make or break a character's placement on the tier list. I think silk spinning belongs in this same category. This ability is how spiders broke the game. It is one of the most versatile abilities of...
Bro, I fucking hate when spiders do this dumb shit on my ceiling, bro. I swear to God, I've had a spider land in my hair twice off of this dumb shit. Like, I'll be walking somewhere, right? One time it happened in like this old room in what's it called? This abandoned spot. It was fucking terrible. The thing was huge. But I was walking and then it's like dangling from the thread from the top and it just lands on my head and I feel it and I have to like touch my head to see what's there. I look, it's a spider. Bro, I wanted to like cry so bad.
With application...
Yeah, but any spider I see do this, I just gotta cut that shit at the bud. We not having that. I'm traumatized.
Spanning nearly every aspect of survival, from mobility to offense to defense to...
That is too furry, bro. Like, why do some of them have fur? Like, is it cold climate? I'm actually serious. It's got to be like water or cold climate. Why do they have fur any other point?
Break it down.
Okay.
The most well-known use is, of course, the standard web trap. A spider player will construct a
so
sticky,
wild how they do
net-shaped
this.
trap and simply wait for an unsuspecting player to accidentally fly
What's up,
in.
Marcus?
Contact with the web immediately inflicts the
Ew.
restrained status condition, which is pretty much instant GG's versus a build that can one-shot you if it lands.
Never mind. If I see these spiders, I'm killing them on sight. Like, if I see a regular house spider, I'm looking like I'm flashbanged right here. Hold up. Okay, there we go. If I see a house spider, like, I'll just well, I won't pick it up by hand, right? But I'll get like a piece of paper and let it outside, right? I'm not going to kill it all the time. But if I see one of these motherfuckers, one of this little ugly bitches, whatever this thing is, if I see one of these, you're damn right, I'm shooting it. Like, I'm shooting it. I'm not just killing it. It's dying.
Which is pretty much instant GG's
like, by
versus
the
a
gun.
build that can one-shot you if it lands a hit. But trapping prey really only scratches the surface when it comes to the utility of silk and spinnerets. I'd argue the ability to spin webs buffs literally every aspect of spider
Like, that
gameplay
is just
and completely
insane.
negates all the
They just
shortcomings of their
tightrope
stats.
all the
In
time.
general, spiders are not all that nimble. Their large abdomens are fairly cumbersome, and without wings, they're far below average as far as arthropods go. But the amount of...
Okay. This is my last pause for a while, but there is this one channel that I used to watch that helped me get over my little disgust of spiders for the most part. And he had this pet tarantula that looked something like this, but it was a different shade of coloring, I think. Bro, it was so sad. The thing was pregnant and it like imploded. That was one of them, and it was super rare. The other one, he just like dropped. Well, he didn't drop it. He opened the cage to feed it, right? He turned to get the food, and then the spider just scurried out and splattered on the ground, and its like abdomen exploded. I was like, damn, that's kind of sad, but it's still ugly though. To kill it again.
nimble. Their large abdomens are
What's
fairly
up, Santana?
cumbersome, and without wings, they're far below average as far as arthropods go. But the amount of additional movement options web spinning gives you is insane. Silk can be used to cross massive gaps with ease. It can be used to completely negate falling damage. It can be used to quickly ascend
The
from a low
Donkey Kong
position.
banana.
And in some cases, it can even be used to fly, albeit without much directional control. But
Speaking of flying, bro, where is it? Like, hold on. Where actually is it? Let me hide the thing real quick. I just need to see where this spot is. I don't want my location to pop up by mistake or something. Where do spiders fly? Ballooning spider. That's an actual... Wait. Oh, this is what they do. Hold on. Well, this is Wikipedia, but you know, what up? So apparently there's this thing called ballooning they do where they knit like a parachute damn near, go to a high spot and jump off. Bro, that is wild. Like, why are they doing this?
but also without the need for cumbersome wings. Next, let's talk about
If
stealth.
that ever happens
While
to me,
many
I'm crying.
spiders do have decent camouflage, webs complement their ability to hide in a few ways.
Oh my
The
god.
first is just that it enables them to hide in plain sight by positioning themselves away from places that a player would
Show of hands. Who likes spiders here? What's up, Snowy? Who likes spiders? I'm actually curious. Like, there has to be one person for every like 50, I feel, that is like, I love spiders. They're the best thing ever. I don't know. I just think there's too many people that hate spiders.
normally check. It's very hard for eyes to focus on something unless they already know the general area to look. So just
True.
by nature of sitting in an unorthodox spot,
Now
many
you?
players will
Yeah, I'm
completely
right
miss
there
you.
with you, man.
But if a
Fuck
player does
spiders for the
detect
most
a
part.
spider's presence, there's an advanced technique they can employ to give
I killed this thing and grounded. I liked and sub. Hey, I appreciate you, Snowy. Appreciate that.
themselves a better
Hey, if you're watching the video, like and sub too.
chance to escape. By mashing back and forth on your controller, you can cause the web to vibrate, temporarily granting you the blurred buff, boosting your evasion and making it much more likely that incoming attacks will miss.
They do this on purpose.
Webs may be the most useful for boosting the spider's offense. We already talked about the web trap, but there are many more ways a spider
This has
can
gotta
use
be
webs to
like a
increase its
crazy
odds of a successful
situation.
hunt. Web traps are most useful against flying builds.
Imagine you with your boy. I'm just a pauser, huh? I'm a yapper, I'm realizing. You're just with your boy. You flying, right? You wind up in this web and you have to sit and watch him. Ooh, thank you. You have to sit and watch him. Why did that not pop up? I think it just did now for me. You have to sit and watch him get wrapped up in an orb, and then you're next. Like, because spiders are vampires, damn near. They suck the inside out, I think. Like,
We
they
already talked
liquefy it
about
or
the web
something.
trap, but there are many more ways a spider can use its webs to increase its odds of a successful hunt. Web traps
I
are
just
most
don't get
useful
how
against
that
flying
shit come
builds,
out.
But webs
Like,
can also be cast out as a net to target players.
I swear they
floating
have
on
an
the ground
infinite
more
supply or
effectively,
something.
essentially bringing the web to them rather than waiting and hoping they wander in. Or
They
if
got
you
that
want to get
infinity
even more
backpack.
extreme, silk can be fired as a sticky projectile to pin down opponents at a safe distance. But you don't need to get anywhere.
I didn't
near
know
that
they could
fancy
shoot it
with
like that.
Even just the basic concept.
It's satisfying for real, for real. Wait, which part? The webbing? I didn't like the motion of it pulling it out of its asshole. I didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie. You like the hair? I actually hate the hair. The hair is the worst part for me. It's like one of the worst features to me.
of using a strand of silk to tether yourself to a surface opens up so many attack options.
just
in
looks
combat. Let me give you an
icky.
example. Pouncing strikes are one of the riskiest attacking moves a player can employ in combat.
Okay.
They're excellent for closing distance on a target and dealing damage simultaneously. But if you miss, the momentum from the jump can result in your character ending up in a dangerous situation.
Yikes.
Pounce is usually seen as the signature move of the cat faction. And in those examples, the worst case scenario is usually just putting yourself in range of a counterattack.
Oh my
But
god.
for builds in lower weight classes, and especially arboreal ones, whiffing a pounce attack can
Is
literally
he about
send you
to
falling to your
lose?
doom.
Okay. Has he done one on frogs? I feel like every clip I've seen of frog on this channel has just been of it getting decimated.
Ones. Whiffing a pounce attack can
Oh, my hair. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the spider. Thank you. I appreciate that, Snowy.
literally send you falling to your doom.
Yeah, I thought you meant the
For
spider's
spiders,
hair.
This risk is completely
My
negated with a
bad.
single silk tether, meaning jumping spiders can get
That thing just
super greedy with their
teleported.
attacks without
That's
needing
crazy.
to worry about poor positioning. Silk can even be used to approach from unconventional angles that players aren't used to covering. Great for
That
allowing jumping
motherfucker's
spiders to
spying
attack
on
other
him. Oh my
spiders' weak
god.
points. It really is just an incredibly broken ability, especially
In the spider world, a jumping spider is referred to air spider with a spider logo. Wait, are you saying the spider has a wait? In the spider world, a jumping spider is referred to air spider with a spider logo. Huh.
for the jumping spider, which can combo silk production with its excellent burst mobility. We're not done though, because silk production can also be used defensively.
I forgot birds
mainly
just
in
be
the form of
stealing
base
shit.
construction. The standard web trap is technically a form of this, though it's probably the least defense-oriented and frankly
Just
leaves
gone.
you quite open to an attack. But skilled players can construct webs in a far more
Oh my god. Okay, this is one of the other things I hate about spiders. When webs look like this, I hate it. it's too thick for me to see. If it's looking like string, I don't mind. But if it's like this, it's looking like a passageway of a nose. I don't like that. Yeah, the bird does not care. The bird eats anything and just steals whatever.
Defensive manner if they choose. Styles like the tent web provide much more cover at the cost of
Oh my,
visibility.
like they got all these type of weapons.
The trapdoor spider's strategy can't be beat. Rather than using a sticky web to trap its opponents,
that motherfucker got
digs
grabbed,
a burrow and uses silk to reinforce the walls
that's too many
to help control
webs.
the temperature inside, while also laying out a few tripwires on the outside to allow the spider to detect when other players are in range of an ambush. It is
Whoa, he said tripwires. So they lay like actual string on the ground right here for them to actually trip. I swear, humans stole everything that we got. Like literally everything we stolen.
Also laying out a few tripwires on the outside to allow the spider to detect when other players are in range.
Where
of an
is
ambush.
it?
It is admittedly a bit less precise than more accurate.
Yo, actually, oh my god, my heart actually skipped a beat. Holy shit. Let's not do that again, Tierzu. Oh my god. I actually hate he just did that. Oh my god, my heart. Okay.
To detect when other players are in range of an ambush. It is
I thought this moss rock here was the spider, but it's over here with the leaf.
Than more active hunting types.
Oh my god.
Now, if you really want to go crazy with it, most of the spider's usual enemies aren't going to look for you.
Yeah, that just scared the fuck out of me too, Snowy. I actually had to go back.
You can web underwater and use that as your base while you hunt for fish and tadpoles.
I don't like they are also in the water. Bro, okay, have you been in the water, Snowy, with a spider? Those motherfuckers are fast for no reason. Like, you expect them to be moving slow in the water because they move like fast on that land, you know, like they can't get both worlds. Wrong. They get both worlds. They just move fast for no reason.
Builds lurk below the surface.
Killing
Overall,
tadpoles.
Spiders have an incredible array of traits, and with smart play, they can subvert just about all of their weaknesses. However, there are still some vulnerabilities that skilled players can exploit. So let's talk about their matchups.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. I have a pool, so I was unlucky enough for it to happen.
Their wings get easily tangled in the web and can get torn up as they try to escape. Getting trapped is almost certainly GG.
Wait, is he saying the cicada is a counter?
Matchups are of course flying insects.
Oh wait, no.
Their wings get easily tangled in the web and can get torn up as they try to escape.
Okay.
Getting trapped is almost certainly GG for them. Reptiles may seem like they should have a solid matchup against spiders.
You would
and
think.
Of course, when there are massive size discrepancies, it can be pretty unfair. But for less tanky reptiles, spiders are a huge threat.
Motherfucker, is that a snake? Is he wrapping up a snake in the water? Wait, no. I mean, not in the water. I'm stupid. I mean, there are water snakes, but where was that?
Unfair. But for less,
this is definitely land. How does the snake get in this situation? Can we discuss this? Because normally, you know what? We're moving on. Because how do you get grabbed like this?
Threat. Scale armor is great for blocking slashing damage.
Too shiny.
Piercing fangs can puncture right through their defenses and inflict devastating venomous bites.
You hate snakes? I'm actually on the opposite. I actually love snakes. Snakes are cool. I actually hated seeing that get done to it.
Matchup also really helps it sink in just how strong Spider Silk is.
Is that that's a Black Widow. So spiders could just kill anything. Cause I haven't seen it like in person, but spiders kill birds too. What don't spiders kill? Snakes are pretty fast. I mean, I would never want to be near one per se, but I can respect them a lot more than, I respect spiders, but like, you know, it's a snake. I'm not as terrified.
Medium-sized reptiles can't.
I think it's the eyes, maybe, or the legs.
Frogs, and in particular tree frogs,
or maybe just the fucking fur.
Explosive matchup.
Gross.
Because both frogs and spiders have incredibly low defenses, one wrong move is all it takes.
I always think about this. I always have this thought. I know I'm pausing a lot, but I always have this thought where, like, do animals care if they eat dirt? Because you know how, like, if we get like one speck of food, well, not one speck, but you know what I mean? Like, if we mix our food, we can obviously tell and it might cause discomfort. Do they just not care? Because, like, I guess they don't have a choice. A couple days ago, I walked into a spider web. Bro, I hate when that happens. In my backyard, I have these steps, like, that go down, obviously, right? And Spiders love to set the net right at the face structure, but they leave it thin enough so I can't see it. So whenever I'm letting my dog out or to let him go on a walk or anything, I walk outside, I'm just bombarded with some fucking web in my face. And then I'm like checking if a spider's on my face now. I hate it. Bro, spiders are very inconvenient in my life somehow. I don't know how.
Frogs and spiders have incredibly low defenses. One wrong move is all it takes. Frogs can easily one-shot spiders, and because of their excellent burst mobility, it's difficult for spiders to evade their attacks.
Okay.
But frogs can also easily get caught in a spider's web while
Bro.
jumping through the trees. And once stuck, a spider can pierce through the frog's paper-thin defenses like nothing.
Yeah, they don't have
resulting in immediate
defense.
paralysis. A highly volatile matchup, and surprisingly neutral given the amphibian's low-tier status. Beetles are an interesting case. They are flying insects.
Can they
but
get
because of their
stung?
absurdly high power and defense stats, they're a challenge for spiders to overcome even when caught in their web.
Yeah, it's like a cancel
Their armor
out.
is so thick that a spider's fangs might not be able
What
to
is
pierce through,
that?
and they're so strong
That's like
that
an emerald
even when
beetle.
fully enveloped in a web cocoon, they can sometimes tear through. Spider players are often
What's
stuck
up, Sylvie? How you doing? Why am I still up? Because I had to stream today. Duh, Megan, come on now. I'm Mr. Streamer. How you doing though?
just sitting and waiting for beetles to either free themselves or die of exhaustion. Birds are typically
Wow.
seen as the worst matchup for all terrestrial arthropods.
No
But
duh.
at the same time, silk web traps are highly effective
It's caught. I see the web. It's like right here.
against flying
I lied.
enemies.
I
and
thought
birds
it
are no
was.
exception.
It's
Webs are
definitely
strong
caught
enough
though.
to capture small birds. And
Wait, so I found a gecko in my room and I don't know what the thing eats. Definitely bugs, but you would have to like get a bunch of like little flies. Oh no, that's crazy. I'm literally about to head to bed, but I got the notification that I was streaming. W mans. Appreciate you coming in though.
feathers offer very little protection against venomous fangs. However, if given the chance, birds will pick off an out-of-position spider in an instant. And
Sure,
the
it
bird's
will.
armored beak presents no opportunity for the spider to counterattack. Taking out a spider is worth a lot of XP for birds, as they can also steal all of the insects.
Definitely
that are
water
trapped in
it
its
too,
web.
the
One of
gecko.
the spider's worst matchups is against bats, which is surprising because it's another flyer. This is because the
Does anyone else forget that bats actually exist? Thank you for the like, Megman. I always forget bats exist until I realize that Batman is based off something. I don't have those, so you would have to go to like a what is that? Like a PetSmart or something? Yeah, that bird, I have no clue how it gets caught like that, but it's honestly a disappointment. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you have the whole air and you get caught by a spider web, you probably deserve it. Like, you were probably doing something you didn't need to be doing.
is against bats, which is surprising because it's another flyer. This is because the spider's double team technique has to be used on reaction. So if a spider ever fails to see an enemy
Oh.
coming, it could easily get one shot before it has a chance to respond.
It can't
This
use
makes
the
them
blur
especially
skill.
vulnerable to
Okay.
builds with the echolocation
Unless it has
ability,
aggro.
as they can strike from total
Or knows
darkness,
it has
giving the
aggro.
spider zero chance to detect the incoming attack before it's too late. And lastly, this isn't a matchup per se, but one of the
I
other
have,
weaknesses
like,
spiders
5
have
as well,
are storms.
Sylvie.
Severe weather events affect web-building spiders much more negatively than most characters, as high winds and heavy precipitation can render a web
I do
ineffective
like
if it
how
doesn't just
water looks
outright
on
destroy it.
cobwebs though.
All of this to say, if you take away silk spinning, spiders are actually a real mixed bag when it comes to their viability in the meta.
Wait, Megvin, some spiders send their webs to the sky to trap them. What do you mean by send? I thought they just like set it up. You mean like they let it fly? Like he showed us one of them flying off in the distance. So you're telling me one just sent a rope up in the sky to catch it? That's crazy.
But with access to spinnerets, many of them jump from
This-
low mid-tier to high tier.
This pisses
with
me
jumping
off, bro.
spiders in particular being arguably
Exactly.
top tier.
Insane.
Silk really is just that broken. Knowledge of the enemy's weak points and vulnerability.
Respect to you, but I'm gonna skip this. Where's my mouse? Is it on my Elgato screen? It was.
Is crucial for
There it is. Oh, is it the rest of the video? Oh, okay. W Tierzu. Hey, shouts out Tierzu. Webs blend in the sky. So true. Oh my God. Someone who says my name right, they always say Sylvia. They see an A? That's crazy. Yeah, W video though. Okay, what time is it? I'll do one more because I paused more than I thought. Uh, wait. Oh, there's two. You know what? Two. Okay. So to match the are they overpowered, let's get a tier list. 7 years ago. Oh my god. Okay. Lock in. The spider tier list. This one seems louder. Unless that's just the music for now. I don't like what he's doing to me right here. A bunch of close-ups with big eyes.
There are many ways
it's
to come out
122
on
for
top
you?
in an encounter
Yeah, it's pretty
without
much the
actually
same
drawing
for
blood.
me.
Intimidation,
Yeah, it is the
superior
same.
maneuvering, and camouflage are all
Wait,
good
the fuck?
options
My
when it
worst
comes to
fear?
taking
My
on
bad,
enemies you
Jake.
can't defeat in a physical battle. Perhaps one of the most underrated methods is creeping your opponent out. A good rush of
True.
fear can cause a target to freeze, to run away,
Wait, am I tripping? Is that just the... Okay, that's just the quality of
or
that
to
one.
lash out with a predictable and punishable move. A lot of builds have had the reputation of being spooky or creepy. Top contenders include bats, snakes, centipedes, cockroaches, scarabs, scorpions, rats, owls,
True.
ravens, toads, and many more. But today I want to talk in depth about the #1 creepiest build in the game. A build so diverse, successful, and powerful that it's the most common phobia of all time, the spider.
So true. I feel like
Spider's
everyone
creepiness
has
factor
been
is
scared of
integral to
spiders
its
at one
game plan
point.
because it helps mitigate the serious weaknesses that can come with playing the lowest weight.
Wait, is this... Oh, he's got different stats from back then. He thinks the power's up here. All right.
Integral to its game
This
plan
definitely
because it
got
helps mitigate
power crept.
the serious weaknesses that can come with playing the lowest weight class.
Yeah,
Any
tier list
build
for the
with significant
spiders.
Size advantage can one-hit a spider, but not if they're irrationally frozen in fear.
Bro just
This,
stared at
combined
it.
with their various excellent hunting techniques make
You're
the spider
scared,
one of
Jake?
the best
Hey, don't
lightweight
worry.
rogue
Get
classes
under the blanket.
available.
I'll tell you what's
Since
happening.
Spiders employ such a wide variety of hunting
Gotta go
strats,
to bed.
today I
Have a
wanna
good
go
one,
over the
Snowy.
tier list of the spiders.
I appreciate you
There's
stopping
not
in.
all that much different between each spider, except
Did I know scorpions glow in the dark with UV light? I thought that was only some of them. Have a good night, Megman. You know, it wouldn't make sense if all of them did because they live in the desert.
for a few things: their venom, their mobility, and most importantly, how they use their unique ability, spinnerets. There's a lot of spiders I like to cover in this video, so it's going to be a bit of rapid fire.
On God, if one jumped on me right now, I would freak the fuck out. Well, lucky for you, Jake, I implanted one in your room 10 minutes ago.
So in bottom tier, we've got two spiders that I'm betting most of you would have guessed would be close to the top. First is
Black
the brown
Widow?
recluse.
Oh,
A
the
spider
brown...
notorious for its ability to
Does
cause
it
its
just
victims'
not
flesh
spin
to
web?
rot. Only one thing: human support mains and data miners now believe that the necrosis is not caused by the spider's bite, but is actually the result of a MRSA infection caused by a particularly nasty clan of Staphylococcus aureus.
Yeah,
This
what
type
he
of
said.
infection can be caused by any puncture wound, not just a
I
spider
bet.
bite. But spider bites are the most common misdiagnosis. Recluse spiders already have low stats, so take away this rumor that's been keeping them relevant, and suddenly you realize how bottom tier they are.
Okay.
Second from the bottom is the Black Widow. It
Really?
relies far too heavily on its reputation, and just like the brown recluse, can't actually back it up.
Wait, the two spiders I thought would have at least been A are at F? This has got to be bait. This is bait. Hold
The
on.
Widow's bite is potent for sure, but not even close to the game-ending power rumor says it has. Of the thousands of bites on humans each year, less than 1% result in the target's demise, and they usually
Whoa.
only do because the target already had low health. Both of these spiders also employ camping as their main method of getting kills on other lightweight players. And while this is a legitimate strategy, spiders have access to far more effective methods. But if you're gonna camp, you might as well do it right.
They must have got
Key to
nerfed.
optimizing your camping game is to maximize
Wait,
the
why would you want to watch this? This is quite literally my worst nightmare. You know, we just finished with our spiders overpowered, so it kind of fit.
area you can control from safety. In short, the bigger your web is, the easier it is to score free kills.
Fair enough.
The bark spider takes this to the extreme and creates a web spanning an entire river. This allows it to capture targets that normally keep their
What?
distance from the typical trap locations, like
He is fucking ganking the backline, bruh. Hold up. This is what we need from
the bark
Spider-Man
spider
in Marvel Rivals. This whole web
takes
is
this to the
just
extreme and
killing.
creates a web spanning an entire river.
And
This allows it to capture targets that normally keep their distance from the typical trap locations, like the
how do they
elusive
get it
dragonfly.
though? Do they just
While this is
walk
all
on it?
impressive, it takes a huge time and resource investment to set up. And
So
is
they
easily
pull.
erased by anyone who notices
Oh,
what
no.
you're up to, which locks this spider in D tier. Along a similar vein,
Just cut it.
social spiders can also construct giant webs to control large sections of the map.
I don't like that
Compared
many
to the bark
in
spider,
one spot.
social spiders expend less individual effort and construct a sturdier base. But the division of loot arguably outweighs this factor, and combined with the fact that they have to deal with
That thing
thieves
looks
and
cool.
freeloaders, I'd say that they're on the same level as the solo builders. They don't function.
Okay, I actually didn't know there was swarms of spiders. I kind of thought they were all just lonesome because I thought they would all eat each other, like out of like the mating thing. This is gonna give you nightmares. I'm happy for you, Jake. You can overcome your fears in your dreams too.
Thieves and freeloaders, I'd say that they're on the same level as the solo builders. They don't function as a cohesive
Yeah,
unit
probably
like
out
you
of
social
desperation.
insects, nor do they function as team players that play off of each other's strengths like pack hunters do.
Oh.
It's more of a mob strategy.
Oh,
Anyways, while it may
okay.
not be quite as impressive, there are much safer.
That
and
makes more
less
sense
tedious
to what I
camping
was saying
strategies
then.
in the next tier.
They don't really
The
work
trapdoor
together. It's
spider
just like
maximizes safety by hiding completely
We're
out
weak.
of sight and using an alarm system to indicate the opportune moment to strike. The safety comes at a cost, though,
I
as
hate
these
that.
players are much more vulnerable to environmental hazards such as flooding,
Bro
frost,
just got
and
spawn
whatever else
camped.
the overworld throws at them. Another
Oh
solid
my
camping
God.
strategy was found by the ogre spider players. Instead of hoping targets walk into their trap, ogre spiders fashion the webs into nets,
That's
which they
crazy.
cast directly onto anything that gets too close. They've got incredibly powerful vision.
Get
at night,
out of the
but
screen,
because arachnids
please.
haven't spec'd into the iris ability, they can't turn this ability off, and as a result, they actually take solar damage every single day, destroying part of their retina.
What? So because that they wow, I never thought of that. I thought their eyes would have adapted to the sun by now. Since they don't have eyelids, I kind of just assumed their eyes were like chilling, like they had natural shading or something. I'm looking fashionably like a motherfucker on that one. Yeah, but I thought spiders they get nerfed every day. I swear spiders are getting nerfed. Like I thought he said the brown recluse and the black widow they're in F tier. They definitely got nerfed or they got buffed because this is 8 years ago. So maybe they got buffed. Maybe a buff came through.
As a result, they actually take
I didn't
solar
know
damage
their
every
retinas
single
got
day,
crazy damage,
destroying part
though.
of their retina. Luckily, they do have a passive regeneration ability that heals this in time to be ready again the next night.
Okay.
But still, pretty huge drawback to go blind every morning.
Yeah.
All this balances out to stick these two spiders in C tier.
So that's why they're always still in the morning. Like if they're outside and not in the house, you'll just notice spiders chilling on the web. And obviously they're going to wait for the food, but like that is also probably why they're blind as hell. That is interesting. All right.
As we move up the tier list, we move away from spiders that rely on camping and towards the more bold players. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a spider more bold
Yep,
than the water
the
spider,
water
which,
spiders.
instead of using its web as
Jake,
a trap,
we fought
it
these and
uses as an air
grounded.
canister and goes scuba diving. This is extremely risky because of how easy it can be for players in higher weight
What
classes
fish is
to
that?
take them out. But the spiders make it work. Their bravery rewards them with the chance to catch
Hmm.
minnows, which are worth a lot of XP for such a small hunter. Also in B tier, we've got another spider which uses
Is a
its
minnow
web
a
in an
fish?
interesting way, as a ranged mobility debuff. The spitting spider can launch
Ranged?
sticky webs at high speed. This is particularly useful for dealing with more mobile builds when you don't want to just camp
Wait,
at speed.
that came
As a
out the
ranged
mouth,
mobil-
though.
Also in B tier, we've got another spider which uses its web in an interesting way, as a ranged mobility debuff. The spitting spider can launch sticky webs at high speed. This is particularly useful for dealing with more mobile builds when you don't want to just camp.
Wait, is he saying the web comes out of the mouth there? That came out of the fang. Am I crazy? That definitely wasn't its ass.
This move is powerful if your opponent isn't expecting it, but since it has a lot of
Okay.
head lag, if your opponent evades it, they'll get a free punish. This
Oh.
move is good, but there are other builds which use it more effectively, such as
That
the
thing
Velvet
just
Worm,
shooing
which
all
has
over.
much more range.
Pause.
At the bottom of A tier, we've got a powerful all-rounder build with a solid offense and defense, the Tarantula. While it doesn't
Okay,
spec
that
into
makes
the
sense.
absurdly strong venom some other spider players
It's
do,
just strong.
it gets by just fine with brute force
Yeah.
alone, instead opting for more damaging fangs and larger size. This allows it to win some matchups that are normally unfavorable.
That's a whole snake it's carrying. First, we got a snake being carried by a tiny ass spider on a single thread. Now we have a snake just being fucking manhandled, dragged around the ground.
For spiders.
Yeah, Tarantula
such
was
as those
C.
with thick armor or fur that's difficult to bite through unless you've got longer fangs. It also has
That
the
poor
ability
test
to
tube
grow
rat.
hundreds of little quills from its back, which can blind aggressors and allow for an easy escape.
It's a part
It can only be used
porcupine?
a few times before it has to recharge, however. All this
Wow.
together gives the Tarantula players a great all-rounder build with only a few bad matchups like the Tarantula Hawk Wasp. On the opposite end of the spectrum from this slow giant,
the little
is the
guy.
most mobile spider in the game,
And the
jumping
cutest,
spider.
or one of the cutest.
This build trades damage.
Oh, look at the little
improvements for
guy.
Extremely high mobility.
Bro, okay. I don't care what anyone says. Jake, you have arachnophobia. You can't look at this spider and tell me this thing isn't a little bit cute. This thing has a little bit of cute charm. You can't stop them either because the babies all the time. Yeah, they do come out. You can't say this isn't cute, Jake. This is. This is a cute
accuracy. One. Obviously, this is
that
one of
thing
the more
is so ugly.
arthropods, since
you know what? You're ugly. How about that?
Timing jumps and landing pounce attacks is difficult, but with some practice, you can outmaneuver almost any other lightweight build and score critical hits on enemies that are normally well defended. This makes the jumping spider a great anti-camper class.
Okay.
Now, I don't think there are really any spiders deserving of S tier. None
really?
dominate the meta or are so oppressive that other builds get invalidated. But there certainly are a few that come close. So in A+ tier, we've got two spiders who genuinely
is one from the
live up to their
desert
reputation as nightmares.
Is it going to be that one that rolls?
One is the Sydney funnel web spider. This build is basically what you get when you take a tarantula and optimize it for the glass cannon archetype.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have the defensive hairstorm ability like
it's
the
got
tarantula
like
does.
Sticks
but most
on its
funnel web players
arm.
tend to subscribe to the best defense is an overwhelming offense strategy.
Okay, the character.
This is highlighted by the fact that they tend to deliver
it
several
is
bites when
huge to the
threatened,
desert spider.
instead of just biting once and trying to flee.
I'm getting flashbangs.
The second is the Brazilian wandering spider, which has the most potent venom of all spiders.
Really?
The spider is even more aggressive than the funnel web spider and tends to inject more venom in a single bite than any other spider.
I think I could take it. I think I could take that. I'll be like, what's his name? Coyote Peterson. I'll go grab that motherfucker off the branch. I'll be like, I'm going in the sting zone or the bite zone. Put it on my hand. I'll be fine. Right. You just a hater, man.
Those two traits combined let the spider
that was a fast video
anything,
with all
from
my pausing.
mid-tiers like lizards to top tiers like apes. Well, we've made it. Thanks for watching. And be sure to leave a video suggestion in.
Thank you from 7 years ago. 5.3 million. Still doing it big to this day. Hey, shouts out to him. Let me see. What else can we react to? Is there anything else to react to? That was W video. What time is it? You know, I got enough time for this video. This one, that will bite my skin off probably. Nah, I will regrow it. You know that thing that the tarantulas were just doing to regrow their hair? I would probably do that with my necro skin. That's what I would call it, right? Necros. Oh wait. Whoops.
Bangladesh.
Okay. Who is this? Okay, so we got The Most Toxic Country in the World, Bangladesh by Arya Vlogs. My fault. I butchered that name for sure. It's late.
The most polluted country in Bangladesh, the most polluted country in the world. It has the worst air quality globally. Breathing in these particles can reduce the life expectancy of its inhabitants by up to 7 years. Every day, 350 tons of garbage are dumped into its rivers and drinkers. Every day.
Okay, I was kind of whatever at the water. It kind of just flowed through my head because I didn't see the trash back here. But
tons of
there was literally a mountain wave of trash. I wonder if Coyote Peterson has entered the bite zone with that spider. He would probably not be Coyote Peterson anymore. All right, Jake. Of course you're saying that.
Its rivers. And drinking the water is like consuming poison due to its high levels of chemicals.
Speaking of water,
the noise in the cities is so extreme that many people suffer from permanent hearing loss. The meat consumed here absorbs all the metals in the air, becoming a source of diseases for humans. What you're looking at right now was once a river.
Wait, I didn't even think about that. This man said breathing in the air, the people lose 7 years that lived there. He's going in here himself with a face mask. Hey, you know what? I gotta give a like. You know, you putting your body at risk for the content. I respect
Today,
it.
We're going to witness
I wouldn't come
damage
here
that
either.
Humans can cause to the planet in the most toxic and polluted country on Earth.
This is sad to see. Like all things like out the window, everything else. This is like a sad sight to see overall. It is disgusting. It's sad.
We are in
but I honestly don't know how this would be fixed. The only No, I don't know a way, to be
Bangladesh,
honest.
Specifically
It's
in
just sad
Dhaka,
to see.
the most densely populated city on the planet, with areas that can have up to 150,000 inhabitants in 1 square kilometer. I must
Dang.
say, I visited many polluted places around the world,
They all watched
such as
him.
India or Lahore, which is considered the most polluted city in Pakistan.
Okay.
But I have never seen anything like this. Here, the entire country is contaminated. The most shocking part
Damn.
is that what is visible to the naked eye is not the most dangerous.
What,
The
it's
garbage
underneath?
is actually the least of the problems. The real crisis
Yeah, I'm never going
is
here.
the toxic chemicals in the water and the particles in the air.
Oh,
What's
well,
in the air?
You did say that.
Breathing in the city, you can
I would kick all the people out and buy the country and fix it in 24 hours. Okay, Trump.
feel something dense entering through your nose, and it's the mixture of smoke, coal that's in the air from heavy metals, dust, and all the pollution.
I swear, it sounds like they got literally everything going for them other than radiation. Did he say radiation? Did I miss that?
Coal that's in the air from heavy metals, dust, and all the pollution.
Oh,
Here are the highest
don't think
levels
so.
of air pollution in the world. They are 15
Damn.
times worse than those recommended by the World Health Organization.
15 times? Bro. Now, at one point, well, I don't think there is going to come a point unless it like affects, it's already affecting the world, but like to a scale where it's like it can't be ignored. I don't know when that would happen because there's already mountains of trash here. So like, when would anyone be like, this is enough, we got to get rid of it? Is that where they created coronavirus? All right.
It is estimated that breathing for 1 day in this city is
Put the
equivalent
mask
to
on,
smoking
buddy.
About 25
I can't even hear
cigarettes.
you.
Places like these, there are no precise studies, but it could be equivalent to 40 or 50 cigarettes.
Wow.
Seriously, your nose starts to hurt from how dense the air is.
Why are you
I
taking
wanna
your
see
mask
if you
off?
yourselves can appreciate in the
Yeah,
distance
RIP, bro,
something
bro.
that
He
looks
lost like a year
mist,
and a half,
which
probably.
can no longer be clearly seen at the very end. That is the smoke mixed with dust and everything that I'm talking about. That's what we are breathing.
So
right
that's
now.
not even fog. That's
Particles in the
all
air are 30
dust.
times finer than a human hair and are loaded with heavy metals
Oh
such as
my
arsenic,
God.
lead, mercury, cadmium, and more. The old, poorly maintained engines running in the city also contribute to the pollution. emitting
Damn.
hydrocarbons, black carbon, sulfur dioxide, and other pollutants. These particles penetrate the
Yo,
lung.
if anything, take this moment to appreciate wherever you were born at. I'm not gonna lie. Cause we easily could have been born there. Oh, I appreciate the follow. Fortnite OG. Yeah, we easily could have been like anywhere else in the world other than like the optimal, or not optimal, but a better spot to be in. Like, I'm actually hella thankful for that.
lungs and enter the bloodstream,
Gotta remember that.
causing respiratory, cardiovascular,
Because a lot of these people just
and
don't
even
have a
cancer
choice.
diseases. Studies indicate that the inhabitants of Dhaka live on average 7 years less due to pollution. Brick
those chickens alive?
factories are one of the main causes
I swear
of
I saw
air
it move.
pollution in Dhaka. It is
Maybe?
estimated
All right,
that
Jake.
7,000 brick factories
I'm not even gonna finish
across
that.
all of Bangladesh produce 23 billion bricks.
Oh
And to
my
prevent the authorities
God.
from interfering, it is said that they bribe them to avoid any type of regulation.
Really?
As a result, these massive kilns burn wood, coal, and other fuels to produce bricks. And as you can see, everything goes directly into the air without any type of filter.
Oh my God, look at this landfill right here. I think that, excuse me, I think this is the landfill. Okay, wait. No, that would probably be a dumb idea because you have to burn it. I just had the thought of, could we, well, it wouldn't be good to, obviously, but could we take the trash and like do the process of bricks with them? But I think that would just make things worse. So
They
I
are
don't know.
responsible for roughly 60%
Honestly, what would be the play here? I don't even know how you would combat this at this point. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
of the air pollution in Dhaka.
Yeah,
This
those
also
chickens have
affects
more
the
than
food people
germs.
consume. Meat sold in open-air markets absorbs all the
Exactly.
particles in the
The
air.
air would probably be
Vendors
more
wash
toxic.
the meat with water contaminated with arsenic and other chemicals.
That shrimp
Additionally,
just
the
looks
lack of
like shrimp, though.
refrigeration
I will say
encourages the
that.
growth of bacteria, like
Every other meat
salmonella,
we've seen
while
hasn't
flies
looked
deposit bacteria and parasites.
regular to us.
The high temperatures make the meat spoil
Yeah.
quickly, generating toxins. This leads to food poisoning and severe gastrointestinal infections in people. I have never seen anything like this in my life. The butcher shop is an entire meat market right next to the train tracks and in the middle of traffic.
Oh, in the
practically in the heart of the city.
Literally next to the train tracks. I thought he meant like the train would have been like over there and then like next to the street they were there. No, they're literally posted up on the tracks. They don't give a fuck about transportation. They said we taking shop right here.
Unbelievable.
It's probably closed down. It's probably not even operating.
Here is the market.
Nope, it's operating.
Right in front of
There's the train.
The metal bars that separate it from the train tracks.
I always see, well, I used to always see, like, that just reminded me. I used to always see these videos on Twitter, unfortunately, when I actually used it, of like, it was in Bangladesh for sure, where people would just be like walking in front of trains and not realize, or they'll be like sitting up top here and like hit something or fall or something. I'm like, damn, like, hopefully it's instantaneous for you, because I know it hurts if it's not.
And here is something I hadn't seen. There are people who don't move when the train passes, who are working in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
This can't be. Look, I can almost touch it. Once the train passes, everything
they go
goes
back to work.
Normal. And those who can't
50-50 challenge? Yeah. That shit sucks.
They are installed on the tracks.
Yo, this guy is speed running. I mean, like, he's speed running, to be honest. He put it down, but he lighting up a SIG.
There are people on the
along
train
with
tracks doing
the
business, and they don't even move when the train passes. One of the biggest problems that has occurred, it's the contamination of drinking water, not the river, the drinking water, the piped water. It turns out that in the 1970s and 80s, they drilled hundreds of thousands of wells to avoid surface contamination. So, they dug wells and realized much later that approximately 20% of all the wells were contaminated with arsenic, a mineral that affects the nervous system, causes skin cancer, lung diseases, and so on. What was initially done with the intention of improving...
Oh my God, that's actually so sad. They were trying to help the people and it only made it worse. Oh my God, that's actually so sad.
Contaminated with arsenic, a mineral that affects the nervous system, causes skin cancer, lung diseases, and so on. What was initially done with the intention of improving people's quality of life ended up killing thousands.
Oh
and it
my
is said
God.
that even now, some few people have no option but to continue using these wells. This is considered the greatest mass poisoning of all time. The problem with the water is so severe that I'm finding that not even the local people drink water from the tap. Unlike in other countries where, when the water is contaminated, the body gets used to it and they can keep drinking.
Yeah, they just can't.
I'm told that very few people do, practically only the poorest.
Bro, I would be scared to drink any water here. I can't lie. Like, I don't know. If I told that information prior to going, I'm like, I'm bringing my own waters. I'm bringing everything. I'm bringing like too much water. I'm overstocking on water. Cause like, what do you mean it's gonna give me cancer if I drink the water over there?
They are the ones who have to adapt to taking that poison, which the government takes from the water tap. They filter it, remove the arsenic, the chemicals, and sell it like this. This costs 30 takas, which is about 25 cents of a dollar, around 110 colognes. 18 liters that can even be found on the street. This is how people access better water. If
at least the government's giving away
really tangled stuck.
That is good that the government is having a way to deal with it. He better not drink any of that water. Yeah, even if they did that process, I would still be like, I'm still gonna drink the water I brought.
Water.
I just still wouldn't.
Day you ever
but I'd be like, I'm glad they
really
are trying.
Stuck. Not
or at least it seems like it.
Into the work. Remember this man fixing it. The city's telephone lines.
Wow. Is this all wired to one thing? If this is all wired to one thing, whoever designed this either had the greatest like string of luck or what? Because isn't it mad hard to have like this many like connections
the main causes of the extreme pollution in this country
I might just be
is that it
yapping.
has one of the
What is that? This thing is, I thought it was moving at first. It's the water, but this thing looks like it's pulsing. What is this? It looks like a giant water sausage.
pollution in this country
Okay.
is that it has one of the worst sewer systems in the world.
Yeah, that's plastic going
Between
straight
80
in there.
and 90% of all waste falls directly
They
into
can't
the
get rid of the
river without any
microplastics. Like,
treatment.
that shit's just a done deal.
And it is
At least they could get
estimated
rid of
that
the
every
arsenic
day
shit.
in the rivers of Dhaka, 350 tons of toxic waste. Here we are seeing all the sewage of the city fall. All the
So this is
fecal
the city
waste,
water, okay.
The feces, urine, and medical waste produced by 20 million inhabitants. fall
Smell like
directly into the
shit
river
over there.
Without any treatment. And yet this is not the worst. Bangladesh is the second largest textile industry in the whole planet.
Okay.
Dhaka is a giant textile factory. And all the chemicals, surfactants.
That was cow hide, right? This is cow? Am I tripping, or is that
Bangladesh is the second largest
something
textile
else? This looks like it's the pelt. Is it called a pelt for a cow? Or
industry
whatever.
in the
The
whole
hide.
planet.
The hide.
Dhaka is a giant textile factory.
It's moving
And
like
all the
hide.
chemicals, surfactants, detergents, dyes, and metals they use like lead or chromium. all
There's
go
that
into the
still
river
water
without
TikTok was
treatment.
going crazy about.
We are in what is supposed to be the cleanest area of all Dhaka, the modern part, where
Okay.
the rich people live, which is said to be a bit more satiated, and where the
How-
government cleans
What's
more
their version of
because there are
rich?
embassies and companies.
Like,
And even
what
so,
thing?
see how we can find a park. And the most striking thing is that if we approach this pond, which is the largest in all of Southeast Asia, in the past, it was used for a king that lived here to bathe his elephants. We see how
Okay.
pipes coming from factories in the city fall here.
I mean,
releasing
where else would you
tubes
wash
that
the
land
elephant, I
here,
guess?
and see the reactions that chemicals cause as they mix in the water. Bubbles are coming out of the pond.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
you, like me,
not good.
wonder if there is garbage collection in this city, if the government does anything to clean the city.
Bro, if there's no garbage collection, the city would be worse off, I think. Like, what we're seeing here would be 10 times worse if there's no garbage collection. I would be absolutely appalled if there's no garbage collection, because that means, like, it's the people doing it themselves.
And yes, it exists. We just saw those responsible for collecting
Elephants.
this, for cleaning the city. But it turns out that the culture, the habit of throwing trash on the street is so ingrained in people here that it is
No.
impossible to clean it all up. This is just from today. This is only from what has
Oh,
happened
shit.
today. And
Wait, so they do get rid of it all, but people throw shit on the floor so often it's ingrained in the culture now, so you just gotta keep cleaning the shit up. That is wild. Cause the the US obviously has like the laws of littering that they have. So to combat that, why would you have an elephant as a pet? They used to have it, well, they used to give it as gifts back then as punishments, and they used to also use it as showing of wealth, because like if you have a giant elephant coming towards you and you're meeting with the king, you're probably going to be less likely to want to like try to get an upper hand on him or something. I'm pretty sure that's how it would go, but I don't think it was for just for the love of elephants, if that's what you mean. It was definitely a political and power move.
here you can find, I saw a cow's leg. I
Oh,
saw
okay.
meat
That's
that was
nice.
just thrown out. So that spreads viruses and germs. And also,
Fish
there are
heads,
people living in these holes we see
chemicals,
behind here.
piss.
Just now, I saw people coming out
everything.
who live next to one of the thousands or millions of landfills in the city. The smell emanating from them is unbearable. It makes you
Yeah,
wanna
the elephants
vomit
would
just
definitely tremble
walking by
over you.
here. We can see in very small businesses.
He
like
keeps taking this fucking mask off. We get it, bro. The air is bad.
these little kiosks behind, that there is always trash in front from what people buy.
Right?
Anyone who buys a bag of bread or some snack eats it and immediately throws it on the ground. It's part of the culture. All the
My God. That actually just annoys the fuck out of me, though. Like, oh my God. You guys know how bad. like they have to know how bad this situation is. Like I know like they probably feel like they can't do shit, but like the act of just throwing shit on the floor, I can't even do that like outside realistically. I'll just be like, I'm just fucking shit up for no reason. Let me just find a trash can. I don't know. I don't know. It just actually annoys me a little seeing it.
Trash that comes from these small shopping
It's
centers
like, really?
is simply thrown here in the ditch. People take it out of their place.
I just realized something. He has the mask off in the dirty places, and then he has the mask on in the clean places. Facts.
So it doesn't
I mean, he
bother them
was near
there.
the water
They
with
just
it on,
throw in
but
the
I
ditch.
did notice that a bit
It's
too.
normal to find the ditches completely covered in the city of so much garbage, but it's okay. Life goes on as normal. Even
Hi, the
here
hub.
alongside, there are
How'd you get
sales
the
of
name?
fruits, food, and all kinds of products. It's okay. I can't believe that the most sensitive area, the one they should take the most care of, is the worst I've seen of. In fact,
Oh.
it is the largest garbage dump we have found in the city.
Wait, is it
The
the
riverbank.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense what we are seeing here. This is what a canal in the middle of the city looks
Oh, the dog. Dog, get out of there, bro. You don't need to be in here.
fact, they don't stop dumping more
Please.
garbage. It's already just like a public dump.
Yeah,
Everything
people
we
are dumping
see
from the
here is
windows and shit.
trash, covering what was once a river. And we notice
Wow.
it because right at the
Yup.
very end,
The
there
water.
is still a little water running towards the
Man,
Buriganga
the
River,
fucking
the
animals,
most important
bruh.
in Bangladesh. The rivers are just like dumps. People come up and throw away whatever trash they have to dispose of. In these kinds of videos, I don't like to exaggerate. I like to tell
Yeah, for real. How are they? This is Bangladesh, by the way, the hub.
you the reality
How did you
of
get
what I'm
that
seeing.
name?
There are areas here in
That's wild.
Bangladesh where not even a mask can filter the amount of smoke and things in the air.
Yeah, I'd
And there are
imagine.
areas like this
And
one
then he's
where my
just taking the
eyes are
mask
watering.
off.
I can't even
Yeah, it's
see well
Bangladesh.
because of the number of particles in the air.
Hey, I can't lie, those grapes back there. I pop that in
This is
some baking soda and vinegar. Let that soak for probably 3 hours, not like 30 minutes, but
One of the most
hey,
affected by
it
pollution
looked
in
edible
Bangladesh.
right there.
What we are seeing is not a channel nor a pipe. This completely
I'm not
black
gonna
water
lie.
you see
Looking at this area right here, this spot has so much potential for like beauty if it gets
here
clean.
is the Buriganga River,
Like eventually.
the most important river in the whole country.
Is
It
this their
already
trade?
biologically dead. It is
Oh.
one of the most polluted in the entire planet. We are going to take a boat to navigate it.
Okay.
Even the traffic on the water.
The
is
water's
crazy.
just black.
Look at
Oh
this
my
ferry
god.
leaving alongside us without any kind of control. This other one, and we are going to move it forward. I don't know if we are going to stop or not. This is one of the most important ports in the south of Asia.
So this is
So
their
there are
port.
hundreds
Okay.
of ferries that when they
Right.
stop, they throw all their garbage into the river.
Yeah, like I was talking about this earlier. It's just a sad situation. Like I really do hope it can grow and improve. Cause like, yeah, it just sucks to see. Because a lot of the people are I was talking about how I'm thankful that I was born where I was born, because like a lot of these people just don't have option. Like they don't get a choice. Yeah, how did you get that name? The hub? He was on the stream before, but then he changed his name. Oh,
They don't even
okay.
care for putting it somewhere else. And also, I don't know if you can see what they were telling you because of the sun's reflections, but the water is completely black.
Yeah, I can
Because
tell.
the river is biologically dead. That
Right.
means there is no life here, no fish.
No coral,
Many years
no
ago,
nothing.
fishermen lived off the fish they caught here. But now, look at this.
Look at all the
It's all
suds too.
pollution. Maybe
That
there
ain't
are some
ocean suds, mind you.
microorganisms
That's not
around,
whale cum.
but nothing
That's-
that could feed
that's
those
chemical
who
cum.
lived off the river. All
Oh,
the
you've had it for a
fecal
long
waste
time?
that reaches the
Huh.
pipes, the sewers, or the city's large canals ends up here. Everything ends up falling here. Chemicals from all untreated factories. This is what they have left. We are
Yeah, fair
discovering
enough.
that there are people living
Yeah,
on
it
the
looks like
boats.
Venom.
It is a means of work and the only space in the city they have to live. So they live their lives here, bathe in this water, which is
Right.
the only one they have access to.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You said bathe. What happened with that other
They
okay.
live their lives here, bathe in this water, which is the only one they have access
I guess this
to,
might be
and
further than
relieve
the other spot he was
themselves.
at.
All here in the river. In the city, apart from all
Why
the
do you say it like that?
pollution,
In the city.
all here in the river. In the city, Apart from all the pollution we have seen,
Okay.
there is a type of pollution. What is invisible pollution? You might already be hearing it. It's pollution. Acoustics.
Oh,
Noise levels
Okay.
so high that they cause progressive and irreversible damage to the ears.
They just always gonna
and
be saying,
also
huh?
keep people at
Huh?
high stress levels.
I heard Bangladesh is very small but extremely populated. This may have caused this pollution to happen quicker. Oh yeah, for sure. Like he said, like I think he said a block. Like for every block, there's like 150,000 people or something like that. Oh, is that where all the trash in the ocean's coming from? The trash is coming from everywhere, brother. Like literally everywhere in this spot, like the trash is meeting its way over there. Like every sort of thing is connected here.
Levels.
Like on a
And
pollution
that
level,
can
I mean.
also make them react aggressively in everyday situations.
Yeah,
For
I'd
this
imagine.
reason, street ear cleaners exist. And they have a lot of work,
Okay.
partly because people think they have earwax, but actually they are hard of hearing.
Right.
Something very curious and striking is that at first glance, it seems that it no longer affects them. It's like they've already adapted to the pollution. Very few people, like
Just
him,
wait till they
can be seen wearing masks, showing they care a bit.
Yeah.
A little because of what happens. However,
Oh, I
it
thought
is
he was talking about
estimated that
the
about
ear pollution.
270,000 people die each year in Bangladesh due to pollution.
Damn.
And
Oh,
almost
the
50%
baby,
are
man.
children who
Oh
are the
my
most affected.
god, the kids, bruh. Shit's just sad, bro. It's sad for everyone over there. Do they not have trash cans? I mean, like, I'm sure they do in
Well, my
some
friends,
spots, but
finally,
like he was saying earlier, it's so ingrained in their culture to just throw the trash on the floor that some people definitely have just given up on the idea of it getting better for them. And honestly speaking, for some of them, it honestly could be too late for them, realistically speaking. Like, depending on their age, it might be too late for them, but it shouldn't stop like the movement or the momentum of wanting to clean.
This sunset.
But this is a good
Truly
video to
spectacular
like
on the
it's good
Borganga
to
River.
learn about
Despite
this
the
stuff.
conditions it's in, it's still beautiful to see the sun.
Under 50K per block. Jesus, no wonder it's been so polluted. The population grew too fast and the infrastructure probably couldn't keep up. Yeah, it definitely couldn't. Like, it's too enclosed together, and a lot of like things went awry. Like he was explaining earlier, that to help with like the welling or like water, they drilled giant wells and connected them together to give the people water, but like 20% of the original wells had arsenic, like that gave you cancer, skin cancer, stuff in the lungs. Like it just pretty much fucking you up, right? And that was just everywhere. It's like mixing the water. The government over there luckily is cleaning it. It's like 25 cents per 18 gallons, I think he said, something like that. But yeah, it's all around tough
Sunset
situation.
from a little boat.
It's
Calmly
a
sailing
lot
on
of
the
things
river.
adding up.
Tell me what you thought of this video. For me, very shocking.
Hey,
Never
yeah,
seen
this
in my
video was
life.
very. Why did it just speed up? This was a very shocking video, but much needed. I have even more respect for where I was born. Not respect. I'm more appreciative of where I was born. You know, because no one gets a choice, and it just sucks that people have to go through with this, and like they can't do anything about it. After visiting, I can confirm it took me weeks to recover from a nasty cough and cold. Wow. Bro reduced his life by 7 years. Not exactly. Yeah, you have to live there, buddy, but I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's enough comments. Hey, that was W video. Shouts out to him. I don't want to butcher his name again, but go like and sub. What time is it? It's 2. Yeah, I'm actually gonna end here. Hey, I feel bad for the youth born there. Exactly, bro. Seeing the babies is tough. You don't choose where you were born. You just got to make the best of your life with the cards you got. Yeah, like literally the best that a lot of these people can do is just open up these shops that they're doing, and just like, I'm sure there's people, well, guaranteed there's people that are like, I at least want to know I'm making a difference for people, so they're like going out their way to like take extra procedures or something. I don't know. It's just, it's a situation for sure. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, having a conversation with me, subbing too. It's always enjoyable having people to talk with and react with. Yeah, but I gotta work in like 5 hours, so